all along, we've talked about our needs on this team. We talked about finding the best talent.
Welcome to the 2011 NBA Draft. The Cleveland Cavaliers select Tristan Thompson from Toronto, Canada.
Without question, we have found a combination of the best talent and the best fit for this team.
Carol, we're going to take Jonas Valanciunas from Lithuania.
The Toronto Raptors select Jonas Valanciunas from Utina, Lithuania.
We got to jump on a plane to Lithuania now. Unbelievable. A bouncy 5.
We've got a bright young prospect in the mix now, and this pick is going to be one that people look back at and say, that was the right guy.
It's my dream come true. I'm so excited. I'm happy to see my jersey, to see my team.
You know, this is the painful part of rebuilding. You lose a lot of games. So what's bright on the horizon? You've got players that are now developed and have had an opportunity to cut their teeth even deeper in this league. You've got a top 5 draft pick that should yield a very talented player to add to this mix. This is the party that nobody wants to come to, but there's always a little bit of fun and excitement in the air, the uncertainty of what might happen. We've got clearly a number of things that are in front of us. Whether or not we move up to 2 or 1 tonight, we're sitting in that 3 spot. It's interesting, but because the structure of this draft or the makeup of this draft, it does look like 1 and 2 are pretty hard in terms of names written down. And then beyond that, it gets a little what I call murky, and so you might get someone at 3 that you would get at 6 or 7, and we can't go any further than 6. So I got to say that it's not a bad position to be in.
It's been a great experience, definitely a great experience. I'm sitting next to I was sitting next to 2 great players, John Wall and Greg Monroe. So this is a great experience. Feels good, know that I'm in great company. The likes of Derrick Rose and John Wall, being able to be chosen number 1 as a point guard is a great honor and it's a blessing.
A lot of things are being written about these guys as potential franchise players and what their impact might be. But it does seem as if both of them are the real deal, and it's going to be great to see. Hey, Kyrie, how you doing? Brian Colangelo, how you doing? Jeff.
I'm like a little kid in the candy store right now, just based on I'm trying to take everything in and just taking everything in, like I said, and just trying to experience as much as I can. There's so many NBA GMs, scouts, players, so I'm just trying to meet everybody and just have everybody get to know me a little bit.
Last time I was here, I know everybody had something, but at the end of the day, the balls are going to fall. It's going to happen one way or the other. I like to think that luck can be created in some situations through hard work and everything, but this is just balls bouncing around in a tub or whatever we call this machine. And at the end of the day, they're going to come up one way or the other. There's no hard work involved. So we'll see. Every day that we're making decisions with respect to major personnel moves, affect an organization one way or another. But when you're talking about a chance to jump up and get a player that's slated to be a franchise player or slated to be a star coming out of this draft, you want to be in a position to do that. And so tonight's an important night. but it's no important than any other time we make a trade or a draft pick, or we want to pick the right people. And just in the last couple of years, we've made some picks that are starting to pan out a little bit. DeMar DeRozan is really doing well.
Sends it to DeRozan.
You look at Ed Davis, despite an injury, coming around and doing some great things, and really showing signs of what he's got in the future.
Denied by Ed Davis.
They're very young. They have DeMar DeRozan. They have a lot of great players on that team. So, just whatever happens tonight, whether Toronto gets it or any other team, it'll be a good experience being able to go to that team.
That's how you build teams. You acquire talent, and you take the advantage of those opportunities every opportunity they come along. And so this is one of those scenarios that if we're fortunate enough to be in a position to move forward, you can.
This second pick will be made by the Minnesota Timberwolves. And that means the #1 pick in the 2011 NBA Draft belongs to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
If the Cleveland Cavaliers pick you, what can you bring to this franchise?
A lot of diversity and versatility. If I'm blessed enough for Cleveland Cavaliers to pick me, I'm going to be ecstatic.
We are now, going to have our work cut out for us going into this process. Kind of narrowing down, who we think might go in those top spots. That especially in the 3 and 4 spot, where there is some question, because that'll determine obviously what comes to us. We like 6 or 7 players in this draft. I think there's actually quite a few that I've said will be impact players in this game for years to come. And it was short on star potential. You might argue that there's only a few, and they were right there at the top. So we'll see how it plays out. We've got our work cut out for us, as I said, to determine who the best pick is for us at 5.
I'm a little bit anxious, to wait to get to the draft day and, trying to see what happens, see where I'll be going.
Just a feeling of joy, just knowing that you worked hard for that experience, but also a feeling of motivation, just knowing that you've made it, but you don't want to stop at that point, you just want to continue to get better.
It's a dream come true. I can't wait.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
All right. All right, guys. We're up in the tram today. Johnny, our head strength coach, is in there. So if you guys can just all sign that first and then bring it in. We're going to do height and weight here once you got your gear on. And then we'll all head upstairs when you guys are ready. Okay?
This is my second. My first was Charlotte, Toronto. I go from here to Detroit next. And I got a couple days off. Then, I head out to the West Coast, to Sacramento and Utah. So, hopefully that'll be it. We're working out for GMs and, the whole staff. And, but so far it's been fun. Can't complain. Last night when I got in, there was a lot of people out already, and I could just tell it's a fun city, and just some facts about it I've heard about, it being like one of the most international cities in the world. And, I can tell. I've seen like a whole bunch of different type of races and stuff. So I can tell it's fun. Just by looks. My strengths are, my quickness, being able to get into other places that a lot of guys can't get, and my leadership. I think one of the weaknesses I'm gonna have is, shooting 3-ball consistently. It's pretty far. I had no idea until I came to these workouts and stuff how far it really is. It's great. I'm just trying to get used to this whole process and traveling and working out for GMs and the whole staff. And, but so far it's been fun. Can't complain.
Left hand now, left hand. Get it going. Good, good, good. Pound it, pound it, pound it, pound it, pound it, pound it, pound it. Good.
I realized that I'm a leader. That's one thing that that got me ahead this whole year. Was my leadership. I've always been a great leader by example, but this year I really showed I can lead vocally. That's been one of my toughest problems, leading vocally, and this year I stepped up and I've done a good job.
Way to talk to him! Way to talk to him!
He gained great confidence from early in the year in scoring the ball, and except for a few blips on the radar screen, that was pretty consistent all year. And as good players often do, and most of the time, they respond when the most important games came up at the end of the year in the conference tournament and the NCAA tournament. Not only did he shoot the ball well, but he shot the ball well in crucial times. And I think that's probably the biggest part of his game. Yes, he is a point guard. Yes, I think he has ability to distribute the ball, but he's a rare talent that he can do both, plus make big shots at the end of the game. And if you look at the ongoing development of point guards in the NBA or the current trend, that seems to be a very big part of their game, of all the big point guards now.
Good D, good D, good D! Tough shot, tough shot. Good D, good shot.
Some teams are, kind of skeptical about me, being a point guard. And, coming into these workouts, I'm just trying to show them that, I can, get other guys involved.
Pass.
But not only that, but just make the right plays. That's really it. For me and the staff, they have a great staff. The facility is nice. And the team is a young team. I've known DeMar for a couple of years now. We're in the same high school class, so me and him are pretty good friends. And I know they traded for James Johnson, Amir Johnson. They just have a young team, and Bargnani and guys like that. And I think I fit in great. They're a team who get up and down, and they're really intense. I wouldn't mind that at all.
I got into basketball. First off, I started playing football, and I just wanted to find something to do. So I was always a competitive kid, so I played football first, and then my parents put me into basketball, and that's kind of really how it started. I try to take bits and pieces from all the players, especially ones that I like, such as Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, players that I watch a lot, and I try to just use different pieces. And a lot of people say, and I also think that I kind of emulate Jason Terry a little bit.
For a freshman coming in, he started the year like he usually expects freshmen, a little bit up, a little bit down, a little bit inconsistent, especially in games on the road. But as the season went on, the maturity factor, the ability to become, I think, more of a point guard than, let's say, a shooting guard, I think those are all big things. Coach Cal, he tends to put a lot of responsibility, let's say, on the point guard to run the team. And I think he really responded well in that regard.
It's an honor just to be, mentioned with those guys. Great talent that has, gone to the next level and, done great things. So hopefully I can keep that going, continue to have success.
We're talking about comparing him to Kemba in this short conversation. Kemba had 3 years in college, he had only 1. So I don't think the development has quite come yet. I think we're still, stay tuned, we're going to see what's going to happen down the road.
It's a nice situation, 5th pick, great city, a great group of young guys, good coaching staff, good front office. So, it'll be a great environment and a great place to be. If I came here, I just, want to be able to fit in, help the team make the playoffs and, have a great season. That's the main thing for me, just wherever I go, being able to help improve the team.
I've been to a couple workouts with Corey, so whenever we come to these workouts, we're excited because we play with each other and play teammates, college, high school. So going against with Corey in the scrimmages, it gives us an advantage.
I kind of know where he's gonna be. He kind of knows where I'm gonna be. We have a feel for each other, and just got to go out and have fun. I know a lot of those guys out there that we're playing against, and met them at other workouts and even before that. So you just got to have fun.
We're close. I'll say he's a brother. He knows everything about me. I know everything about him. He knows my bad habits. I know his. So we know each other inside out, like a book.
We're very close. We're like brothers. We're very close. I know him like the back of my hand.
After the season, I felt we were talking with family, looking at it. I think it was the best opportunity for me and my family. Looking at the pros and the cons, I felt that it was best for me to skip my sophomore year and become a professional athlete.
I think I gave myself the confidence. I think I knew I was confident enough, to put my name in the draft. I feel like I work hard, and the next stage I feel like I'll get better. I got great feedback, during the process when I put my name in the draft as well. So I think that's what made the decision, and I just went with my heart.
Big fan of the Raptors. I think I was at the first preseason game for the expansion at Skydome. So I was at that first game. I think tickets were like $5. Damon Stoudemire, Mighty Mouse, all those expansion players.
Oh, I was a real big Raptors fan. I still am. Raptors fan when, they had Damon Stoudemire, they had Marcus Camby, they had or even when they had Vince Carter and T-Mac. I was always a Raptors fan.
Whenever you have a pro team in the town, in the city, this gives you reason to watch basketball and even play it, because hopefully one day you wish that you could be in that same position and wear them 3 letters, the NBA. It's humbling. Whenever people always tell you, you're one of the pioneers for Canada basketball, really taking it to another level. It's a humbling experience. Gotta give God the glory for him, putting this responsibility on me to really, lead the whole wave. But it's a humbling experience, and I'm excited for the young guys.
We've been saying it ever since we were little, trying to, pat Canada on the map, but, just trying to have fun with it at the same time. I know there's a lot of great people, great talents in Canada and in Toronto. So, it's been great to see all the young kids coming up, just like myself.
The United States, they're very prideful and very ambitious about, the whole U.S. pride. So for me, when I go down there, I'm saying, Canada's here and we're ready to take over.
Everybody, separates at what point. My brother's in Oregon, I was in Texas, but you just got to, communicate through phone, Skype, whatever that may be. We'll keep in touch.
We knew the time was going to come. It was just a matter of when. But, we're both prepared for it. We're still going to be brothers till we're both 50 years old and using our cane and stuff. So I'm excited for him. I can't wait for whatever situation he's in, and I feel that he's going to make a lot of noise.
I'm a little bit anxious, to wait to get to the draft day and, trying to see what happens, see where I'll be going and whatnot.
I'm feeling good, just trying to enjoy the process, trying to have fun, and trying to, work hard, make sure I'm prepared, do the best that I can in this draft. The draft is a crazy thing, so the most I can do is just be prepared, work hard, and, get ready for it.
I don't have everything, as far as my clothes yet. I don't have that stuff yet. I'm still trying to look. Still trying to pick it out, but I dream about, Mr. Stern. I dream about shaking his hand all the time. And, it's gonna be great when it happens.
Just a feeling of just joy, just knowing that you've worked hard for that experience, but also a feeling of motivation, just knowing that you've made it, but you don't want to stop at that point. You just want to continue to get better.
We're excited. It really hasn't hit me yet. I think maybe when it's 5 more days left or 3, it really hit me. But my family's very excited. It's a dream come true. For everyone in my family. I can't wait. At the beginning, it was stressful because you never know, what's the situation, the outcome. But now I'm more, anxious. Going through my workouts, performing the way I did, I feel pretty confident. Draft on the 23rd, and I'm just excited. I just can't wait for it to be here.
No matter what people say about the draft class, this is my draft class, and I take pride in it. This is going to be a special moment for all of us, and I'm going to be really happy for however the order goes. I'm gonna be happy for everyone getting drafted. Just everybody's reaching their dream. It's a dream come true, so this is gonna be special.
How long have you been waiting for this day?
A long time. A long time since, just playing the part. Dreaming about these days, and it's finally coming true.
I still can't believe that I'm here, but I am, and I'm gonna live it up.
Oh yeah. So I just can't wait to see the videos for the draft, and there's a lot of people that watch the draft every single year, and it's something I've been dreaming about. Hours in the gym by yourself. It's leading up to this moment.
Big city, big lights. Yo, the time's now.
The draft is always that opportunity, especially coming on the heels of a bad year when you know you're going to get a high caliber player. It's a chance to really infuse some energy and some talent into a team, and you hope that there's the old theory of instant gratification. You want the player to be in the mix right away, but in reality it takes time for these young players to acclimate. But to know that you've got a good young talent coming into the fold and someone that you can work with and hand over to your coaches and try to integrate into that process, there's a certain level of excitement about that, because it's newness, it's a new element, a new layer of skin coming into the program.
Yeah, I like you like the pocket square. It's looking sharp right now. Gotta give it to him.
Feeling great, this is it. Finally, Travis coming.
Who said big guys can't dress?
Not me.
It's a really diverse draft class. You have some quiet guys, some loud guys, and I'm gonna get to know the guys a little bit more this week.
I look like an old head when I put it on like this, though.
You look like the AAU fathers. Nice.
Yeah.
A little bit I know about them is that it's really diverse and really talented. No matter what people say about this draft class, this is my draft class, and I take pride in it. So, this is going to be a special moment for all of us, and I'm going to be really happy for however the order goes. I'm going to be happy for everyone getting drafted. Just everybody's reaching their dream. It's a dream come true, so this is going to be special.
Just everybody's going to be anxious and waiting for their name to be called. As soon as that happens, I think it's just a big sigh of relief, and and it's going to make everybody proud.
You look so nervous. Yeah. Process. Just think of it. We'll be okay. Relax.
Sitting at number 5, we were sure we were going to get a pretty good player.
But as we sat there with the 5th pick and looked at the prospect of the draft unfolding, we liked what we saw, and there was some uncertainty, but that just added to the tension, added to the excitement in the room.
Who did you guys watch growing up? Who was your favorite player, whether it was European or NBA player?
My favorite player is Dennis Spencer.
My favorite player always him, you know. He's funny dude.
To go there, I'm nervous, but it will be cool. I think it will be fun. We have some fun. I think we will.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2011 NBA Draft at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. Tonight marks the culmination of years of dedication and hard work for some of the best young players in the world and their families and support system. I know that they are anxious to begin their journey as the newest members of the NBA family, so let's get started. The first pick of the 2011 NBA Draft will be made by the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have 5 minutes to make their selection.
Leading up to the draft, we started getting more and more excitement. It seems to be the case every year. There's a little bit of momentum that builds. Value of picks becomes extraordinary. You know, teams don't want to part with the picks except for very specific things that entail quite a few assets.
Sitting at number 5, we were sure we were going to get a pretty good player, and we were confident we were going to get the player who we wanted. We were probably down to 2 or 3 names at who we felt were very comfortable if we landed one of those 3 players that they would be a contributor at some point.
But as we sat there with the 5th pick and looked at the prospect of the draft, unfolding, we liked what we saw, and there was some uncertainty, but that just added to the tension, added to the excitement in the room.
With the first pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Kyrie Irving from Duke University.
We had the 5th pick in the draft, and there seemed to be a lot of interest in that pick suddenly at the end. Who's Cleveland taking with the second pick? Can't there go 3? Can't there go 3? We had several teams make a run at us with prospective deals that entailed even some, star-type players that we decided it wasn't in the best interest to pursue. But you've got to take it through the full level of thought. Full level of analysis. We did due diligence on a short basis to make sure that we were making the correct decision. If Valanciunas is off the board, 5 would be Biyombo for them probably, right? 6 would be Vesely. 7 is Tristan Thompson, right? To Charlotte. We think.
With the second pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Derek Williams from the University of Arizona.
These teams sometimes get a little excited around the draft, and you always kind of hope that if you're going to have a conversation that entails a major decision, a franchise-altering decision, that you have some time to work through some of the things that need to be worked through, and that due diligence is critical, and there's a process that we go through. We want to know more about the background, the health history, performance potential, etc.
With the 3rd pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Enes Kanter from Istanbul, Turkey, and the University of Kentucky.
On short order, we just felt like we didn't have enough time to make a thorough decision.
If my guy's there, I'll probably take him. Otherwise, I'll consider him. Cleveland's up next.
It became pretty clear that he was the guy that we wanted to select for a number of reasons. First and foremost, it's very difficult, as you know, to find a five in this business, and the five position is critical to a team's success. In a lot of cases, it could be the difference of winning a championship or not.
You know, me being a part of a long line of NBA players coming from Duke, St. Patrick's, you know, I'm in good company, and you know, this is a special day for me, and my family. So I'm really happy.
First few picks kind of fell in place. You know, we weren't surprised 1 through 3 at who went where. Kyrie going 1, Derek going 2, and then Kanter going 3 is kind of how we saw it unfold. When we got to number 4, we knew we had an idea of who we wanted to select.
With the 4th pick.
Are you serious about it? If my guy's on the board, I'm going to take him, so I'll call you back at 5.
The Cleveland Cavaliers select Tristan Thompson from Toronto, Canada.
Tristan Thompson.
Tristan being selected at 4 obviously was the green light for us to be able to pick Jonas. I was kind of a little surprised by the selection, and I didn't expect Tristan's name.
Tristan Thompson.
Yes. I'm very happy for Tristan, and I think it's a great story that a local player can get selected 4th in the draft. And it just turns out that by virtue of him being selected, you know, I was happy for him. At the same time, I was happier for us because, you know, we were getting the guy that we wanted and we had targeted.
Carolyn? Okay, why don't you go ahead and put it in. We're going to take Jonas Valanciunas, Lithuania.
With the 5th pick in the 2011 NBA Draft,
got it.
The Toronto Raptors select Jonas Valanciunas.
You know, some things in play. There was a potential buyout of Jonas's contract that was going to be problematic. That probably was the reason that Cleveland did not take Valanciunas, but their concern led to us, you know, having that opportunity. And you know, although we have to wait, and it was, you know, somewhat of a controversial pick, it's the right pick for this organization. Jonas was obviously considered a top prospect. He had been singled out as one of the top players and young players in Europe. He's only 19 years old at the time, and you know, he was a guy that, again, I had seen on a couple of occasions play live in Lithuania. But as the draft process unfolded, the more due diligence that we did, the more background work that we did, it literally is taking about 120 prospects, you know, this is at the beginning of the year, narrowing it down to about 60 midway through. And then in those last 2 to 3 months, a lot of clarity starts to come through. We're pushing these names through that funnel, and ultimately you know your draft position, and that was sometime in the 1st or 2nd week of May. And then you can narrow it down even further. It became pretty clear that he was the guy that we wanted to select for a number of reasons. First and foremost, it's very difficult, as you know, to find a five in this business. And the 5 position is critical to a team's success. In a lot of cases, it could be the difference of winning a championship or not. But to get a young 19-year-old prospect with all the upside in the world, and when I talk about upside, I talk about the analytics, you know, and our statistical team was very excited about what his numbers projected He was clearly one of our top prospects all along.
This young man is thought of as the best young 5 prospect out there, regardless of where he's from. Everybody involved is saying excellent pick, perhaps the best pick in the draft, based on, again, what this young man has in terms of his potential. This young man is thought of as the best young 5 prospect out there, regardless of where he's from. Everybody in the league has, quite a few people in the league, let's put it this way, have been sending text messages, phone messages, speaking to us on the phone.
That's a great pick.
Flags up in the stands over there, Stu.
Nice pick.
And it's not just my phone blowing up, it's Maurizio's phone, it's Mark Eversley's phone, Wayne Embry's phone.
I got really congrats from Washington and San Antonio. New Orleans, Washington, Shepherd, and San Antonio, the people in the world. Yeah, go.
Everybody involved is saying excellent pick, perhaps the best pick in the draft, based on, again, what this young man has and in terms of his potential.
No, I think it just speaks to the type of team that we have. It speaks to the type of character kids that we've brought into the mix here. For all those guys to come over on draft night and hang out with us and see, how we are looking to build the team, it just shows great camaraderie. It shows the kind of family feel that we have here in Toronto. Our guys love Toronto. They love being in the city. They did not need to be up here on draft night, but because they're so tight-knit, because they believe in what we're doing, because they want to be part of what we're building, they were all up here. And I think it's a testament to what Brian has done in terms of building that core of young players, and they want to grow together and they want to see this thing through.
You make decisions sometimes not based on the popular choice. You make decisions based on the best interest long-term for the organization.
Obviously with Kemba Walker and Brandon Knight, 2 kids coming from big programs, Kemba he went on an unbelievable run and led his team to the national championship.
While Jonas is going to be a very good player long-term, those other players perhaps would have addressed some of the need and the desire right now for that instant gratification. I think Kemba's going to come in and do very well. I think he'll score a lot of points for Charlotte this year. Brandon, I think he's going to get some time to show what he can do at that point position. They're exciting players. They had success at the college level, which is obviously something that generally translates to success in the NBA. But at the end of the day, that 5 position that I talked about is important.
We need a big. You can't win in this league unless you have a big. You can't win in this league unless you have a rim protector. You can't win in this league unless you have somebody who can block shots and get out and be a presence in the paint.
You talk about the future upside that Jonas brings to the table. It outweighed the immediacy of some of the things that Kemba or Brandon could have brought to the table. We've got a couple of point guards with respect to Jose Calderon.
7 minutes remaining. Count the bucket, Jose!
And Jared Bayless. And we're still waiting to find out exactly what they can do under a new system. We've got a new coach, Wayne Casey, coming in. We're going to be teaching some new things defensively. We're going to be implementing some new things. And I'm not ready to write anybody off, especially a player of the talent of Jared Bayless, who's just 22 years old and has now played, only a handful of years in the league.
Talk to you later, son. Very happy for Tristan Thompson. He's been very impressive in his pre-draft schedule, if you will. He's been very impressive in our interview that we had in Chicago with him. I'm pleased for him, and I'm pleased for Canadian basketball that he was able to go as high. And he's going to be a great pro. He's going to be a terrific kid. He's got a desire to get better. He's got a great motor. I think he comes from a great family, and he's got a bright future.
So, Coach, how you doing? I'm doing good. I'm happy right now.
Why is it all happening at once? I think, for one, it's not just Ontario where you're seeing, the development of the game, but you're seeing it across the board. And maybe the birth of this franchise and the birth of even the Vancouver Grizzlies at one point opened up a lot of eyes to the game. Basketball is also a very, it's an urban game. Let's face it. At the end of the day, there's a lot of talent in this city that probably years ago got exposed to the game, fell in love with it, and has now risen to this level. And I've got to say, even getting out there and seeing some of these young kids at a young age, I'm pretty impressed with where things are going. Your 38th pick, what are you going to do? Are you going to pick someone told me that you might That's what your last time. Then you did, obviously. Well, I got a kid that I'd like to draft. I'm just looking for one available. I think Corey's the guy. What year? I prefer something 2014.
We've got all of them except for 2016, which is one of them.
So anything but two.
That was from the return trade.
This is how we were doing this for you last year. It was like we were chasing picks, and all of a sudden it was like, 50 was like 500 plus a future second.
With the 29th pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Corey Joseph from Toronto, Canada, and the University of Texas.
Fantastic. To see this quality group that's emerging, not just now, but the next few waves, it's exciting. It's great to see.
You're getting a guy that has shown leadership skills on his team, a lot of positive energy. He plays with enthusiasm. He's got a personality on the court. I think with Jonas, you're getting a live body, but you're getting a live personality as well. And I think fans are going to really like what they see.
He's a great kid. He's always got a smile on his face. He comes from a great family.
Hello. Good to see you. You okay?
Yeah, I'm great. Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you. You guys happy about last night?
Yeah, we're so happy.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so excited to come here, to come to Toronto.
It's a good spot.
Yeah,
it's a good spot for you.
This is right what I want.
So listen, we'll get you in front of the media, I guess at 12:30, and then you're going to jump on a plane tonight, right? Back to Lithuania.
I'm going back to Lithuania tonight. Huh? I'm looking good, huh?
Yeah, you look great. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Alvin, man. Nice to meet you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Looking forward to having you, man.
Huh?
Looking forward to having you. Can't wait to see you.
I saw this guy playing, he's so strong. I need more here, huh? I come here to work here. Well, things good. How are you? Nice to meet you too.
Well, you're getting a guy that has shown leadership skills on his team, a lot of positive energy. He plays with enthusiasm. He's got a personality on the court. I think with Jonas, you're getting a live body, but you're getting a live personality as well. And I think fans are going to really like what they see with his enthusiasm and his energy that he brings. But he's very young, 19, almost he'll be 20 when he comes here. They'll get a glimpse of a young, talented player with upside, and we're getting a strong character guy too. And I put a big emphasis on that always. Character means something in this game. It's about putting pieces together that fit. And again, I think that this young man is going to do very well in a Toronto Raptors uniform for many years to come.
What's going on, man?
Hello.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
No problem, no problem.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
What's up, man? Sunday.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You happy, huh?
Yeah, I'm happy, excited.
I'm the coach here for the big guys, so I'll be working with you a lot. I work with Pau Gasol and Dirk Nowitzki and all those guys. So, and I coached in Europe, and I coached the Turkish national team. So I have a lot of European experience. I played there too.
You coached Pau Gasol, huh?
Yeah, the whole year. When he was Rookie of the Year, I was in charge of him the whole year.
So
in Memphis.
Great. You can teach me that thing. What Gasol did do.
No, we'll do that without question.
All right.
He's a tremendously skilled big man. Here's a guy that I think what the Raptors are doing is banking for the long haul for their future. He's long, he's skilled, he can run the floor, a very smart player.
We live in a world of instant gratification and putting together the jigsaw puzzle, and this is a small piece. Yet, based upon how high he was picked, it's a big piece. But is that big piece about the 2011-2012 Raptors, or is it about putting a piece in place for a 10-12-year period that can be a championship caliber piece along with the talented young players you have now? I think that's what it's more about. And I think Brian Colangelo's approach is about doing what's right long term, and that's about winning a championship, not winning a division.
Introducing the Toronto Raptors' first pick, the 5th overall pick from Lithuania, Jonas Valanciunas. Please welcome him to Toronto.